Good evening, everyone. Okay. I apologize for the messy internet situation. Okay. You're all welcome to the class. Okay, I'm waiting for others to come on board. Um, Internet has been messy, back and forth. Back and forth. Okay. I'm trying to see if we can get a link and share. Okay, yeah, okay, perfect. I will just share it. Okay, right. I'm gonna allow for a few minutes for others to come on board and then we'll start in earnest. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys. Good evening. Okay, we have Wisdom on board. We have Margaret, Lucky, Precious, and Mary Samuel. I'm waiting for a few other person to come on board. But before then, let me try to prepare something. Okay, I'm going to share the whiteboard for the last class. I think we'll probably be using this class also. Okay, the last class. Let me create a new one for this class. Okay, perfect. Hmm. Okay, can everyone hear me? Can you hear me? Let me know. Okay, that's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I understand that several persons have not been attending our classes, and I think a lot of persons have not attended classes, to be very fair. And I should have yanked them off, but then, we're already at the end of the section, of the session, rather, the entire master class, and that's why I decided to be a bit lenient. Um, if I must be very honest, this class is not the most convenient thing for me to do. Okay, but I choose to go ahead with it. Like I was telling us earlier, all the persons that, or the or one only person rather that made me pull through with this class is my pastor, Apostle Chidebere. Um, he he insisted. A lot of persons actually have. I think they met him for writing, for probably to learn one two skills and stuff. Some are students, some are graduates, and he knows I do organize these trainings once in a while. And I somehow had to, there was this I couldn't pull through. I couldn't do it earlier because of I was busy with work and some other stuff. So he tried to convince me to try and organize it. It was meant to hold as far back as probably I think the month of March, yeah, month of March, but yeah, and that. So it's doing this is at a great inconvenience, and I was sincerely hoping that everyone that is here would probably participate fully. But I've gone through some of the assignments that were given, and I think some persons stopped doing the assignments after the third one, and probably because they felt some person were evicted, and there probably will be no other eviction, and that's why they got lukewarm. They got so cold about it and stuff. Well, it's not big deal, sha, but I sincerely would hope, I sincerely hope rather that we make the most out of this opportunity. That if you are attentive with what's happening currently in the world, there is a massive downsize of workers globally. International companies are letting go of the staff at a very alarming rate, to be very honest with you. Okay. And most recently, the one that showed the most recent one is Tesla. What's his name? Elon Musk came on board. He announced, the information actually leaked, or I don't really know how, but I just got to get it from a Twitter feed, you know, and they're letting go some of the workers, 10% precisely. PayPal let go of about 93 workers. I think some other companies like Loom, some other companies like um, Cars 24, and some other companies. Some people are letting go of 32% of the workers. Okay, there's a new company that listed on what's it called, on one of the major stock exchanges. They were letting go of 32% of the workers. Now, the global meltdown that is coming is going to be very huge. That's because what some of us we are used to is the fall in crypto prices. The crypto market goes up and down. Currently, crypto market is down by about, probably, let me say, 55% from its all-time high. That's a very huge problem. And now the stock market is crashing in a very alarming rate. The US economy is not the best currently. And that's why these companies are, probably, or I won't say they're failing, but they're having challenges they're having here and there. And this is the best time for anybody to be very serious with any little skill they have. It's the best time. It's the best time. Even me, that it seems some of you think that, okay, my life is all settled and stuff, but I'm facing my own challenge. I'm already facing the what's it called? The Russian war that that started in February. When that war started, I lost about two of my jobs. You get, and these are jobs that are paying thousands of dollars. Combined, probably they were paying probably about not so much, probably less, about a few thousands of dollars. Let me not call figure. You get, but then I lost those jobs because of the Russian war. You get, and because economies, there were a lot of panic over there in Europe and stuff like that. And now we are seeing a fall in stock prices. That it means that more jobs will be lost. So it's not really easy for some of us, and how much more, people that don't really necessarily, you guys are not yet, fully into the market, you're not fully into the industry. Okay, so I would advise you take this opportunity very serious. When this class is over, probably by tomorrow, make out time to practice everything I've told you about branding. I honestly may not really have time to start answering individual questions, or probably, answering questions on DM or over the phone. But then, anything I've shared with you thus far in previous video, take them seriously. It's very important. The next few months will be a very difficult time, very difficult period for those of us in Nigeria, for certain reasons. One including the global stock meltdown, but two being the fact that what's it called? Okay, let me not say some of the persons that were placed to spearhead certain financial institutions in the country. They're not making the most out of it, and so we may see dollar rise very high, cost of living go very high from now to the end of the year. So if you have what's it called? If you have anything giving you fund, try to hold on to it potentially. This is not the time to borrow people money. Yes, this is time for you to save. It's time for you to save. Crypto markets will be recovering very soon. By Monday, we should see probably, if our predictions go right, the market may recover to an extent above the current level it is. The BTC is currently at this 29-30K range. Hopefully by Monday we'll start seeing a good movement towards the 40K range. If things go the way we predict, this is a speculative market. And experts have it that after we go high to a reasonable crescendo, there will be a massive dump. And I just hope that the dump will not happen while we're still having the stock market crash, because it will be a very terrible time for world economies. Currently, we know that certain food items that come from Russia and Ukraine, they are currently at a all-time high. Their cost because shipping them out of those places has been very difficult. Russia is under sanction. Ukraine can't move things out of there because of the war and stuff. So please, let's be very, very serious with this. It's important. It's important. I'm not saying it because there's no personal benefit to it at all. There's personal benefit to it, but I just feel that it will do you good. It's do you good. Okay. Let's dive into what we have for today. Um, I think we'll focus on this. Okay. First of all, let me talk about metadata. To explain this properly, I would probably log into my website's dashboard so that you will see how exactly it works. Please hold on, bear with me. Let me log into that place. Um, okay. If you want to do metadata, it has to be practical. So let me show you guys exactly how it works. I had to, clear the screen so that I could log in. Okay. It's taking forever to load. Please just bear with me. Okay. I think it's coming up. Now let me go to create a new post. Okay. Posts. Please just a moment, guys. I don't know why it's pretty slow. Okay, good. So we're not talking to talk about what is called metadata. Now, metadata are certain SEO instruments that helps your content to rank. Okay. When you write a content on Google, let's assume you wrote an article and you come on board there and search for let's say what is blockchain. You're gonna see the way it's gonna come up here. I don't know what's wrong tonight. It's appalling. The network, it's appalling. Like it's terrible. Okay, if it's not coming up, then probably we'll just go straight to smaller thing. Okay, but then under metadata we have things like meta title, we have meta description. These are the two main metadata, and then I don't know if we should include URL as a metadata. Um, Probably would get. Okay, so um, if what I'm searching for comes up, it will give us the best explanation of how this works. I don't want you to just have this in your head as one of those funny stuff you learn. I want you to see how exactly it works. What is crypto? Okay. Ah, something is not. Okay, guys. Probably I will come back to metadata when the internet start behaving well. Until then, we'll just continue the live stuff. The network is not giving us. I can't teach this stuff if these pages I'm trying to load doesn't come up. Can't teach this stuff without these pages. Okay, so I'm gonna probably leave that for now. Let me come down to topic cluster. Now, topic cluster is an essential part of content strategy. SEO is a very big stuff, and SEO does not stop at doing keyword research. It doesn't stop there. Now, when you think topic cluster, the goal of topic cluster is to write different articles that revolve around the same keyword. To write different articles that revolve around the same keywords, around the same topic. For instance, you could want to write if your website is focused on cars. If you want to write what's it called what's it called a topic on luxury cars. Now, these luxury cars could be your primary keyword. Yes. Now, could be what you want to focus on, or you could say write articles on. I want to do something a keyword that is more domesticated. Let's say um, used luxury cars. Now, this is a mere keyword. I want to check. I don't know why this whole thing isn't coming up. If my email suggest is coming up, everything's coming up. I could easily run a keyword search as I'm saying these things, that will see if this keyword I want to work with is even making sense at all. I don't know what is wrong. I really don't know what is wrong. Please, can you guys still hear me, sir? Let me be sure that um, um, it's not even affecting the call itself, the video itself. Access to. Okay, check it. Can allow Chrome to access the network. Okay, can you hear me? If you use the browser. I don't think. Okay, okay, thank you. Let me check something out. This other one. Okay, okay, guys. I've seen that the problem is not. I think the problem is from this part, my Chrome. Let me check. I tried another Chrome and it's working. Let me check. I'm going to switch to another Chrome templates and Chrome stuff. Um, Hold on. Nonso Nwagbo. Please, I apologize for these challenges. They were unforeseen. They were unforeseen. Okay, you said the audio is lower. The audio is lower. Is it okay now? Is audio okay now? Okay, so okay, so please, I'm trying to see how I could fix these number challenges. Okay. Okay, let me see this one work now. Okay, perfect. Now I think you can see my screen. I've logged in successfully into my board. Okay, now guys, this is this is how um this is where you could do everything about metadata in your article. So I was explaining to us earlier about metadata, and I told us that I wanted us to have an interface where we could actually do it practically and stuff. Now I told us that there are three major metadata that um, that you should look out for in an article, and I'm going to explain them as clearly as I can. I really don't know why this thing is just messing up. Okay, we're good. Okay, we're good now. Okay, metadata. Okay, we have meta title, we have meta um, description, and we have URL slug. Okay, okay. Now the first one, let me explain what's getting me. This stuff may not concern you now because you're just a writer. However, um, as time goes by, you may encounter clients that will tell you to also add metadata to your articles. Now, this meta does not have anything to do with metaverse. It has nothing to do with metaverse. This metadata is more about SEO. Now, when you search for the term, what is crypto? Guys, look at the result I got. When you search for what is crypto, you'll see things like this, right? Let me look for a good example of one that uses metaverse. Okay? Okay, perfect. See these guys here. This what is cryptocurrency, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to open this article and we'll see what is inside there. You see this stuff here? This stuff I highlighted now is called the the description of the article. And I don't want to use the word meta for it yet until we open the article and see what they have there. Got now, guys. This okay. Just what I'm using now is a different version of my Chrome, different Chrome profile. Notice something here. You may want to do it for your SEO purposes. When I typed what is SEO, there's something here. USA. Physically, you see USA here by the side here, and there's a number 2,400. Beside it is $44.88. Now, this number here is showing us the search volume of keyword, what is USA, also what is cryptocurrency. It means that in US, this stuff is searched 2,400 times on the average every year, every month. Now, this other one shows us how much it will cost you to run an advert that is focused on what is crypto. This is done using a tool called Software SEO. Software SEO is an SEO tool, and I found a way to get a plugin or get what's it called a Software SEO extension in my Google Chrome browser. Good. Now, if you come to the right hand side here, you get you will start seeing similar keywords about it. Using this tool, you see the same tool. It's called a tool from Software SEO. They call it Keyword Software or something. It's been long I installed it. I don't know the name of the tool exactly, but I think it's software or keyword. Okay, let me search for it. No need of talking. I'm sorry. Let me search for it. Um, okay. Okay, yeah, this is the keyword software. Yeah, keyword software. That's not the tool. Get. You can download this tool. It gives you an opportunity to do free keyword searches without going through Google Keyword Planner, without going through SEMrush or Uber Suggest or whatever the case may be. Get. However, it doesn't mean that it's better than those tools, but this one just gives you an easy path towards it. Get. So when you type a keyword, yeah, this guy gives you related keywords people search for on this place. And then it shows you how similar it is to your keyword. This one is what's the mining cryptocurrency. This one is what is mining cryptocurrency. Now this you notice this one. This one has an 60% and 50% accuracy or similarity to what you search for. What we search for is what is crypto. And this one here is showing us that it's showing us 60% to 50% similarity to the keyword we search for. It also shows us the search volume. Get search volumes here. It's 200, but it doesn't show us the difficulty. Understand? So if you're concerned about just getting the right keywords or something, not you're not concerned about keyword difficulty, you may just have this plugin installed on your PC and you would get results when you search for stuff. So back to what I was saying, I searched for and I what's called a keyword, and I searched for a search term rather, and what I searched for was what is crypto, and then I opened the first option I saw here. Okay, now this option does not give me the one I'm looking for. Okay, but then let me explain with this. When you write, okay, yes, it is. When you write an article and you are done writing an article, there are 4 stages involved in that article appearing online. We have what we call crawling. We have crawling. We have indexing. We have rendering, and we have ranking. Now, these are the 4 stages it takes for Google to determine what content appears on the search engine. The first one is crawling. Google goes through your website and on the website involved. Then indexing, it tries to gather information on the pages issue and the documents, the pictures, the videos, everything is meant to feature on its website. It gathers them and put them in what we call index. You get now that process is called indexing. The first one is crawling. It goes through. When it goes through, it will then see what it's meant to take, and that's called when it takes those things, the process is called indexing. Now, not every content Google sees should be featured on his website. Not every, because there are some things we call robots. With the robots.txt, a what's called a technical SEO can say to Google, do not include this stuff on what people could see. Don't make people see these things online. I don't want people to see this particular content online. Let it just remain on my website only. Now, it's during indexing that Google gets this information. After that, there's what we call rendering. Rendering is a process whereby um, 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 Google tries to what's it called? Say understand what's it called? Understand clearly what those pages are all about. What those content are all about. That Margaret said my sound is fading. Guys, is this same for other persons? Is my sound really fading, guys? Please let me know. And then when rendering is done, the next thing is ranking. Ranking Google then determine, okay, based on how important this article is over the other one, this one should be seen first online, while the other one should be seen next and stuff. All these things are complicated and whatever. That's not what we're teaching in this class. These things you are seeing here are part of what we call technical SEO. Get so when you write a content during the indexing phase, Google checks not just the title of the content. Google also takes what we call um, the the takes some text to fill up its meta description section. Now, notice that every content you search for online, it has the title and then there's a short description somewhere. Now, this short description, this area is called the meta description part. So Google will not just take your title, Google will also take the what I say, will also take look for if your article has a meta description that it will fill into this place. Now, when it checks the article and there's no meta description, Google will automatically put something here. What it puts is the very first paragraph of the article. If there's no meta description, Google comes here, takes the very first paragraph, and puts it here automatically as your meta description. Please, don't say the audio is fading. Is it really fading? If it's fading, let me know. Sound fade is fading, let me know. I want to be sure that you guys are flowing. Right. If you come down here, please someone should reply before I continue. I want to be sure about this. I don't want to say things and you won't hear it. Okay, thank you. It says it's clear. If you come down here on my this is my website. This is called Yoast SEO. Yoast SEO is a tool on available for WordPress users that you can use to do a lot of things, including putting your meta description. Now, Yoast SEO calls meta title, it calls it SEO title, and then they call the meta description, and this is the what's it called URL. Some people call it URL, some people call it URL slug. We just call it slug. Let me just write URL here. Get now the SEO title on a default basis, from based on how my website is designed and what I designed did on my use. I did it such that the title of the article, any title I put here, any title I put in this article at the top here, let's say I write um, what is cryptocurrency? Or let me just what's crypto. Anything I put here, I designed this thing by default to take that title. Look at it here, is here already. And what's it called? Um, put the page name, it's complicated, and then separator is this hyphen you're seeing here, and the site title. The title of this site is Nonso Nwagbo. This is how it's meant to be based on how I designed the site. However, there are times in which you would what's it called? You would write an article and the title that appears in the document itself, in the article itself, the title that appeared inside here is not the same title you want to appear on Google. Please don't be confused. Don't be confused. I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. I'm looking for very good examples that explain whatever I'm trying to say to you guys now. Um, when I see one, we'll stay on that. When I see one, we'll stay on that. Okay. Okay. I think this one may be it. Just hold on. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Guys, let's go down to that of Coinbase. Now, the what I search for is what is cryptocurrency, right? What's crypto? Now, this is one of the results from Coinbase. The title we are seeing here is what is cryptocurrency? Question mark hyphen Coinbase. This is what we are seeing here as the title. Guys, see it clearly. But if you go into the article itself, the title here is just what is cryptocurrency. There is no hyphen Coinbase. It means that these particular guys that wrote this article, they did not use the exact title they have in the article. They use what we call a meta title. This is what we call a meta title, such that they made it in a manner in which the title that that you see that appears on Google is not the exact title that is in the document. What they could have probably, what I think they use is this kind of tool here. The way you are seeing it, where it shows my what's it called, title of my site somewhere, and the title of the article, blah, blah, blah. It's called meta title. Now I could still come down here and change it to what is cryptocurrency in 2022. Get now the title of this article is what is crypto. So in the article itself, when you open it, you see what's crypto. But what you will see when you search online is what is cryptocurrency 2022. So this is like telling Google, say, hey Google, forget whatever I have inside the article. Put this thing instead on your search engine result page. In the same vein, I could come down here and even though the article, okay, let me say I come down here in the first paragraph, I write cryptocurrency is the next big big thing in town. Okay, let me duplicate this stuff multiple times so it just fills up. Okay, now guys, um, okay guys, now this is stuff here. Get um ideally, what Google will do is this, that when Google is crawling my website and it's time to index, Google will come there and say, oh, this is the title, right? Let me take this title and put it on this result page under this place. That's what Google makes it number one. Then, when it comes to the meta description part of it, Google will come down here and where's my stuff? And take the first thing you wrote there, the first paragraph there, who come here and copy the items here, copy it, come back here and put it here. So this is the way it was designed to be. That's why most people will tell you, please ensure your keyword is used in the first paragraph. This is the reason, because Google comes to the article and copy whatever they have in the very first paragraph. And if your keyword is there, it helps the article further to appear on the first page, because you have the keyword in your title, you also have it in your what's it called in your opening paragraph. But most times or sometimes the the clients may not like the introduction we have, may not like probably it may not contain the right keywords you're looking for, or whatever reason it may be. So the client will tell you, okay, I want you to put another kind of description that contains relevant keywords, I get, and also put another kind of title that contains relevant keywords. These are what we call the meta type and meta description. So here we could come and say, what's it called? Cryptocurrency. Okay, cryptocurrency may be the rave of the moment. Okay, okay, be the rave of the moment, but if you don't know what it means, you won't benefit from it. Now, so I'm writing, guys, looking at this bar. There's a bar here. Looking at it, it's filling up. There's orange bar. I'm gonna go back. Let me go back. So when I write, start looking at it. Just start watching it. Cryptocurrency may be the rave of the moment, but if you don't know what it means, you won't benefit from it. Now you see it has turned green. It is turned green. Read more to learn about, or why is it taking forever? Crypto. Guys, this bar has turned green. Get it started turning green at some point, and now it's almost the bar is almost full. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Okay, I was going to check the word count. How many characters? Now this is 142 characters. Get 142 characters. Okay, so on a default state, your meta description is meant to be okay. Let me show you something. Let's go back to Google so you understand better. See, it's 154 characters. Now, the way meta description works is that your what's it called? Your it's meant to have a range of about, let's say, ideally you can work with 130. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to get. Please, if you're following, let me know. If you're following, let me know. Okay. Okay. Ideally, there are a lot of things out there. So learn, read more, read to, read more to learn about what's called crypto. Okay. Your meta description, there are a lot of information out there, but from experience, what we're seeing here is meant to be, um, let's say, 130 to 150 characters long. So the meta description, like I said, is something that defines or explains the content in an what the article is all about, and it should contain what's it called, the right keywords. Okay. Someone said the audio is fluctuating. Please, who else is experiencing fluctuating audio? If you are, please let me know. Because have others, is this an okay? I want to know, please. I want to know. I want to be sure that you guys are flowing with me. Is the audio cool? Is it not cool? Okay. Waiting for responses. Man, network fluctuates every now and then. Guys, I'm really sorry. Guys, I'm really sorry. I think this is challenge with the Ether. Um, gives a good video for audio. Is it really that bad? Is it that bad, guys? If it's that bad, let me know so I'll end this class now. I can't. It doesn't make much sense that that we're not getting the right audio. It doesn't add up. I don't want you guys to go through that pain. Please, if it's that bad, let me know. Okay, okay. I see the feedback now. Okay, thank you. Say not so bad. Okay, guys. Now back to what I was saying. Now your meta description is meant to be a range of about, let's say, 130 to 150 characters, and let me tell you why. In a case wherein you don't have meta description, yeah, guys, I told you, if you have meta description, instead of Google going to your article to take the first paragraph there, what it does instead would be to take meta description and put it here, take the meta title and put it here. Understand? Now, but if these things are not there, Google comes and take only the first paragraph there. But the Google cannot take everything. Now notice that after the word here, after this first, we start seeing ellipses, dot, dot, dot. If you come down to this other option, after the main use of encryption technology means, we start seeing dot, dot, dot. Get? Now, this shows you that at this point, Google is saying that our meta description can take only certain number of what's it called characters. If you go beyond that, we cannot feature the many part. There's no space for it. So let's check how many characters Google took before it cut it off. 157. Perfect. Now this one, how many did it take here? 154. Perfect. Let's come down here. What they have here is 154 also. These guys, yeah, wait. No, 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 no. It's not full. This one, the date is inclusive in theirs. 157 also. So you see that the maximum Google can take in this stuff is 157. It's 157. Yes. So we can still come down here and adjust our range. Take it up to probably, let's say, 154. Let me take this one up to 135. Get. So I can actually have more content to play around with. However, if you leave it at 130, you're not doing bad. But since there is space for more, why stop at less? You can just do 140 to 154. Get. And that's because if you notice when we are writing this stuff here, at even at 130, this thing was already showing green. So this tool here, if I start going more, start writing more characters, it starts showing red. It's saying that, guy, you are you overstepping your boundaries. You're already putting more characters than what Google can accept on a normal day. Anything else you put beyond that, Google is going to actually cut it off. It becomes dot 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 ellipsis. You understand there? So this is what it's all about. This is what meta description is all about. Number one rule is that you should ensure your meta description contains your keyword. Okay, let me make a bullet point. Ensure it contains at least one of your keywords. It must be 140 to 154 characters Now, the difference between characters and words. Let me show you something. If you say um, Adam is a man. Now, what we're seeing here, okay, we're seeing four words here. The first one is Adam. The second one is in. Okay, is. The second one is. The third one is a. A is a word, yeah. And the last one is man. And these are four words here. But if you want to go by characters, you have A is a character, D is a character, E is a character, M is a character. The space there is a character. Is a character. So look at what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold this stuff and right click and check. Okay. Okay, no, no, this I'm not on this one. Sorry. Look at what we have here. Number of words. There are four words here. Number of characters, 13 characters. Number of characters excluding the spaces is 10. So if you add the spaces, which is a character actually, there are three spaces there. The one between Adam and Eve, the one between Is and A, and the one between A and man. There are three spaces there, and there are three characters on their own. Combined gives us 30 characters. So we're saying in essence that a meta description should have 140 characters to 154 characters. This is inclusive of the spaces. Get now meta title should have about, let's say, I think it's 50 to 60 words. Hope I'm correct. Yeah, I think it's that. Let me confirm online. Confirm online. So what do you have here? Yeah, that's it. Correct. 50 to 60 characters. That's the ideal. It doesn't mean you can't put less, but for you to make the most, ensure it up to 50 to 50 characters and the maximum of 60 characters. Anything more than that, Google will truncate it with ellipses. We see dot dot dot. Don't want that for any stuff. So also ensure it contains at least one of your key words. Okay. Now that's it. That's it. Then we have the URL. The URL or slug, as people may call it, is the what link will your website have. Suppose the content is meant to be published on nonsonwagbo.com. You get now you could have nonsonwagbo.com slash what is cryptocurrency or crypto. Okay. So we are saying that the URL we're writing here is after the domain name, which is this, what comes next? That's the URL or the slug. So we won't put on someone.com, we just put slash the other parts of the website, or the other part of the article. Yes, which should be the URL should contain the title of the article. Yes. However, don't add numbers, prepositions. Okay, add numbers and prepositions. Okay, yeah. Um, let's say prepositions. Yeah. So this is it. Now, guys, let's check this problem. Can you see their own slug? Their slug is, if you can't see clearly, let me copy it. Let me copy it out so you see it. Let me bring it down here. This is their domain name, obviously. But this is a domain name. Um, let me remove the www dot stuff. Oh no, let me remove some the HTTPS rather. Now this is the slug. This part, this len slash crypto basis, blah, 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 blah. They design it such that this particular set of articles must come under the len subdomain under the crypto basics for category, and then what is cryptocurrency. So when you're writing, what you're concerned about is not this other chain. Yours should be this what is cryptocurrency. This is the slug. You should be focused on. You get? Yes. Yes. Every word in a slug must be separated with a dash. You get? Every word in a slug must be separated with a dash. Understand? And that's how what's it called? That's how it's meant to be. You get? So when you're putting the slug, don't forget to do that. Don't just write what is, or don't just put it without this stuff. But then let me look for another example. Let me look for another example. And let's see what it looks like. So this is what is crypto, right? Let's say seven best um, seven best. What would I use as an example now? Top seven companies in the metaverse. Okay. Now, guys, this option will show first. Um, this the next one. I'm opening them. You need to understand that the reason we don't have reason I told you that we're not putting prepositions here is that we're trying to actually focus on major words that are hinged on the just major keywords related stuff, major words that will influence the SEO ranking. So words that are not really that heavy, that are not necessarily keyword related, we may just let go of them. So I searched for something top seven companies in the metaverse. They're opening. Okay, now the first one I saw, I'm gonna bring it here. What's that name? Okay, this is number one. Then number two. Okay, then let me go back. Let me get one more. Okay, let's say this one. I'm trying to get one that actually has prepositions in the title and stuff. Okay, good. Okay, just hold on, guys. Okay. Now, first of all, notice that guys, look at this title of this particular article. It's got there's ellipses at the back, dot dot dot. That shows that the title they used was too long and Google had to cut it off with ellipses. If you check it, it's 58. You understand? And the name of the website is Business to Community. They wanted to add business to community there. If you add community there, it's already far above whatever they need to put there. That's why Google cut it off. Yes. Now I want to copy this title and come here. So I want to show something. These are things if you do in your article, clients will know you're a serious person. Because they may ask you, they know you're not necessarily doing an article, but they may ask you about this. And if you know about it, then they're like, oh, this person actually is SEO inclined. It's not just any kind of person that they meet out there. Okay, this is from where's that? Yahoo Finance, okay? Yahoo Finance. Okay. and then metaverse stocks to buy from where? From where? From where? From where? Okay, money.us. Okay, okay, perfect. Now, okay, good. Okay, I told us something. Number one, that try to avoid positions. Guys, the first one we see here, which crypto companies are investing in the cryptocurrency in the metaverse. This is the slug here. After this one is a domain name. This one is a domain name and the folder that we want to put the article in. So it's not our focus. Our focus is after any part after I like the part I've highlighted. That's the focus. That's the slug. Okay. So this part I just highlighted yellow. Doesn't concern you. Just leave this part there. Okay. Okay, good. So we have what is cryptocurrency for this particular one. Okay. Our focus is on this other two. Okay, this other three rather. Okay, number one here that says which companies are investing in the crypto in the metaverse. What they use as their slug is number one, who companies is there, investing is there, metaverse is there, seven stocks. Mean that there is still something there that we didn't complete. The title is long. They wrote, perfect, perfect, perfect. Guys, see a good example. No, no, okay, that not what I'm looking for. Sorry, I'm sorry for that. That's not what I'm looking for. But the article continues to seven stocks. Wait, though, did I miss my eyes? Didn't I see what I'm saying clearly? This seven. Please, guys, I think I'm a bit confused. Okay, Yahoo Finance. Okay, Yahoo. Where's Yahoo? Okay, perfect. Sorry, let me just copy this stuff. I'm sorry. I was thinking something else. I'm looking for something. Sorry, pardon me. Let me. This is a full title. I'm sorry. This is a full title before Google cut it off. Now, I told us, and please, if you are following, let me know. I told us to avoid numbers. Reason is that the articles can be worked on much later. You can publish an article today, and tomorrow there is a need for that to be updated so that that will remain evergreen. And when you come back tomorrow, and probably you wrote seven stocks to watch out for, and tomorrow you see that wow, it's not got seven stuff, it needs to be eight. When you come there, if you change this article, if you update it to eight and you change the title to eight, you changing the URL to eight will make the former link broken. How will I explain this? People that have shared that, okay, for instance, you know what happened whenever we restart a video. You guys, let's say network issues make us restart a video. When we do so, anybody that is watching the old video will get lost. At some point, you will see that person no longer current. But in the case of an article, if the people that launched that article changes the URL for any reason, you guys, probably you came to my dashboard here and you change the URL here. Before it was seven stocks to watch, and you change it to let's say 10 stocks. The people that had access to seven stocks, the website where they've used that link, any whatever, they can no longer access that article. It becomes two different articles altogether. The first is seven and the other one is 10. That seven you it's no longer accessible because on your website it no longer exists. What exists currently is 10 stocks to watch. Please, what I'm saying, if it's confusing, let me know. Now, being that you know there's possibility of an article to be changed later, to be updated, avoid putting things that can easily be changed in the article. Avoid putting them in your meta, what's it called, title, in your meta URL or your slug. So we can't put 7 there, even though they did it here. They did it here probably because they are certain that nothing will make them come back tomorrow to what's it called, to change that. You get? But if I'm